The Case of the Lucky Baking Coat. Lumi loved people watching at the Back Bay station in Boston, Massachusetts. "Look, Ronan," she whispered to her older brother, who was glued to his phone. "That man is wearing 2 different shoes." Ronan barely looked up. "Probably just a trend, Lumi. Anyway, look at her." He nodded toward a woman with a faded, bulky raincoat and a very expensive-looking gold watch on her wrist. Clearly eccentric, maybe trying to look rich, but you can tell she's barely got 2 cents. Lumi followed Harriet. "She's walking with a lot of purpose, though, Ronan." "Look at her stride," Lumi observed as they walked behind her, heading towards the narrow, cobbled streets of the North End. Ronan only saw the evidence for his first thought. "Purpose? She's just fast walking to that creepy little alley," Ronan scoffed. Harriet stopped and slipped into a small, windowless door, tucked between a famous pizzeria and a coffee shop. It looked more like a utility closet or an abandoned storage space than a place anyone would live. "See? Sketchy," Ronan whispered. Lumi stayed quiet, separating what she knew from what Ronan thought he knew. Fact: worn coat, old watch, odd door. Ronan's expectation: poor, broke, sketchy. Conclusion: Ronan was letting his expectation change what he saw. Just then, the door opened. Harriet stepped out, but she was different. The worn coat was covered in a dusting of white flour, and she held 2 beautiful, dark, crusty loaves of Italian bread, fresh from the oven. A man in a sharp suit hurried over, handing Harriet an envelope. "Chef Harriet, these are perfection. Thank you for the rush order." He bowed slightly. Ronan's jaw dropped. The sketchy building was a private, high-end bakery. I don't understand," Ronan stammered. I was sure she was, trying to hide. "Why would a wealthy chef wear that coat?" Lumi pointed to a small rip in the sleeve. "It's her lucky baking coat, Ronan. It's perfectly flour-proof." "You had an expectation bias," Lumi explained, using the term she'd learned in science class. "You expected to see a poor, odd person, so your brain ignored the facts, the expensive watch, the confident walk, and only focused on the worn coat and the weird door to prove your first thought was right." Ronan looked back at the North End. Now he saw possibility, not just judgment. "I guess if you look for sketchy, you'll find it," he said. "But if you